in the late summer of 2023, my brother, who is a family genealogist, he says, Marcie, why don't you give me your DNA? And I said, what do you need my DNA for? You have all the answers. And he just gave me this story about, oh, your DNA is going to be different than mine, and we can find another relative. And I wasn't interested, right? I have all these other things that I have to stay up to date on. It was like, I don't want to know about centimorgans. And he said, well, just give me your credentials and I'll just do all the work. So I did. I spit in the tube, send it off, didn't think anything of it. And the results came in one afternoon. He said he was on his way, and he lives in Cincinnati and I'm in Southern Indiana. So it's a drive. He shows up and he comes right over to me and he sits on the sofa, takes my hands in his hands, and he says, look at me, Marcie. And he said, I love you. You will always be my sister. And he says, nothing is going to change, but everything will. Hold on to me. This is going to hurt. And he embraced me and he had tears running down his eyes. And he said, Daddy is not your dad. And I just looked at him first, and I said, what? And I just remember starting to cry and go, oh no, I couldn't believe it. You know my past, and you know how I've worked with you and others. So I've had a small run up all this time, search and reunion and surprises and shame and guilt, all those things. I was not prepared. With all that knowledge, I was not prepared, and I got sucker punched, and it was just like somebody hit me in the gut. I was in denial.
I want people to understand how much something like this can just knock you off your socks, like just knock you down 100%. And even if you have the tools, you've heard the stories, but you don't know until your foundation is pulled out from underneath you.
And once again, I'm standing in front of a mirror looking, only this time I'm going, who are you? Who is Marcie? Because up until that point, I thought I knew who I was.